Good morning, everybody. Good morning to the people in the back. Good morning. Feel free to come forward and join us. My name is Tyrone Manning. I am the Director of Marketing and Communications here at Baltimore Center Stage. Good energy in the room today. We are delighted to have you here. I'm going to go into script because I have a bad habit of going off script. So, we want to welcome you to our season announcement breakfast. This is the first time we're doing this. So this is our season announcement breakfast for the 25-26 season. We are grateful to have all of you here. So all of you are supporters, whether you're subscribers, volunteers, staff, trustees, donors, press, friends of BCS. We're happy to have you here. All staff, if you can just raise your hand and just let everybody know who you are. Raise your hand for staff. They put a lot of time into this. We also have trustees. I want to give them a shout out as well. So put your hands up if you're a trustee. And also, I just want to give a shout out to the volunteers because they make what we do here possible. So thank you all. Today we're going to give you a little taste of the 25-26 season. It's a season that's bold, joyful, deeply rooted in the storytelling that reflects our souls. So let me just begin the festivities by turning it over to my colleague, our managing director, Adam Frank.
Thank you, Tyrone. Hello, everyone, and welcome. It is just really very special that you are here to join us for our first ever season announcement breakfast. Welcome. My name is Adam Frank. I'm the managing director, and on behalf of everyone at this State Theater of Maryland, it means the world to us that you are here. You're about to get several tastes of what is coming in next year's 25-26 season, and we're really excited to share them with you. And I'll just say that we're building from an incredible season that we've had this year. Shout it out, raise your hand. Were you able to see anything this year? Have people seen shows this year? Yeah? Thank you for coming. We've had an amazing season. Our audience has grown this season year over year by more than 40%. And believe it or not, as we enter the end of the year, that percentage is ticking up. And so we're gunning for 50% if we can get there by the end of the year. So it's been an amazing year. And what you're about to see just will give you a taste of what's coming next year. And everything that we do here on stage, in the classroom, in the community is about creating joy, service, and connection for our beloved greater Baltimore community. So we appreciate your support. The outpouring of support we've gotten this year from the community is just incredible and means the world to us. Thank you all for being here. And I'm going to turn it over to your host for today's festivities, Mecca Verdell. Thank you.
Hey, everybody. How are you doing? Hold on. We need a temperature check. Can I get an ooh? Can I get an ooh, yeah? Ooh, yeah. All right, clear your throat. Can I get an ooh, yeah? Baltimore Center Stage, and everybody always makes fun of me because I always say the entire name, but I love that I do that because I feel like Baltimore is my favorite part of the title. I feel like this theater has brought so many beautiful things to Baltimore City, and also I'm glad that I've been here since I was a little 12-year-old, being able to see theater here and all the different theaters here. So real quick, y'all, I want to bring up somebody really special. He's your artistic director. He's my artistic director. He's our artistic director. Everybody, please give it up for Stevie Walker Webb.
Thank you for that introduction. It's so good to see y'all, to see the people who love this theater. I'm like, it's early in the morning. Y'all really love theater. Y'all up here to figure out what we're doing, and it's such an exciting slate. I can't wait to talk about it.
Yes. So, hi, Stevie.
How you doing?
So I really want to follow the script as much as possible because my favorite sentence is right here. So Steve, you have been cooking up something fierce for the upcoming new season. But before we jump ahead, can we reflect a little bit about this season, how you came up with it? What are you most proud of from the 24-25 season?
That's a big question. That's why they gave me no cards, because I love to talk. But I'm really proud of my staff. I'm really proud of my board. I'm really proud of this community because it's been a collective effort on every single level. But when we talk about the show specifically, as Adam said earlier, our audience is up over 40%. We're moving towards that 50% mark. We broke our ticket sale goal twice this year. First with the world premiere of Oh Happy Day by Jordan New Cooper. Y'all remember that show? And then again with our partnership with Artcentric for Black Nativity, which people came back to see both of those shows 2 and 3 times. And then we just closed this incredible play, Aquila and the Bee, which was like just the most heartwarming experience I've ever had in a theater. It starred 19 students from Baltimore School for the Arts, so we were able to deepen that partnership and get those young people on our stage. So it's been an incredible season. And none of this could happen without the people who are buying tickets. So keep purchasing tickets. Go ahead and get your season subscriptions. I'm going to keep saying that over and over again so that we can keep doing what we're doing. Yeah.
Oh, and that's really exciting. We have 2 of the actors from Aquila and the Bee here that will be doing a performance for us later. We have a couple of performances for y'all. So thank you so much, Stevie. So what about this season? I know this season has a lot of interesting things happening, some things I will be auditioning for. And but yes, what's the first stop on our journey for next year?
That's what y'all are here for, right? Yeah. So this season we are kicking off by putting Baltimore center stage here. This year we launched the 410 Lab Festival. We had 99 playwrights, local playwrights who called Baltimore and Greater Baltimore home, who applied to this emerging writing group. And one of those plays have been selected for its next round of development. So we're doing our first workshop production of Canton Waterfront by Karen Lee, who is a local playwright. She calls Baltimore home. And the play is about the history of the harbor. It's a really powerful play that's really charming. And so that show is happening August the 16th and the 17th. This workshop will be open to the public, but our subscribers will get the first chance to buy tickets to it as an add-on to their 2025-2026 season subscription. So we're kicking it off by producing a local playwright first. And it's really an incredible show. It's spent a year in development here. And then our first main stage production is by a dear friend of mine, Lisa Jessie Peterson. From October the 15th through November 9th, 2025, we will be premiering The Peculiar Patriot. Yeah, you can clap for that. Has anybody been able to see that show? It's a phenomenal show. It went up at Woolly Mammoth almost 10 years ago now. It was really celebrated. It had its world premiere at the National Black Theater. So it's a really exciting thing to be able to bring this play to Baltimore. And it is it's a powerful play. It's a personal, political, and deeply moving play starring Betsy LaQuanda Roth, who is this truth teller. And her story reminds us that theater has the power to challenge systems and ignite change. But to talk about how this play is also, existing off our stage in our community program, I want to invite up our artistic associate, Erin Margaret Pettigrew, to talk about one of the programs that relate to this work. Give it up for her.
Thank you, Stevie. I'm so honored to be speaking on behalf of the Juvenile Justice Theater program that we have. We go inside of Baltimore City Juvenile Justice Center every single Tuesday, every evening as like a theater after-school program. And I really don't have to say too much to you because I know that you are in there with us. And if you all haven't seen it already, on Monday, this past Monday, we had a feature in the Baltimore Sun that allowed us to say a little bit and show a little bit about what we do in there with these young men, with these young boys, with the youth of this Juvenile Justice Center that sits right in front of us, right across the street from this actual building. And I think one of the most amazing things that we do is be able to bring theater, not just to you all, the wonderful people who are here right now, but everyone that extends outside of this building, including these youth, these young men. And we go in there, and the best thing about it is that we don't just bring theater games that allow us to teach a little bit about who we are and our stories, but it brings fun. It brings joy. It brings autonomy. And it brings agency to everyone being able to tell their own story and talk about who they are. And I just feel so blessed and so honored not only to be a part of that with Hope Hinson, my partner in education, but also alongside Stevie, who you just are amazing in being able to be a teaching artist with us so you can witness it yourself. So yeah, thank you for that.
Give it up for Erin. Thank you for that, for championing that work. Then, next up, it'll be the holidays. That takes us into November, December, January, those cold months. But we want you all to warm up with some incredible music. There's a powerful, joyful play called Santa Claus is Coming. And it's a Motown Christmas review. I know we all love Motown. You can play that music for anybody and everyone will dance. And so it's Santa Claus is Coming to Town. It's a full-on holiday party. It's starting on November the 26th and running through January the 4th. So you can see it even after the holidays. And it's created by the incredible, incomparable Nigel D. Robinson. Clap it up for him. If you remember our breakout hit Mexodus that had its world premiere here and is now tearing up the nation, it's getting ready to go to New York, and it's directed by our very own producing director, Kim Mad Martin.
Woo! Is Kim Mad here? Is Kim Mad in the building? Shout out to Kim Mad if you're here. Okay, no. Well, to the spirit. Wherever he is. All right, so I think we're about to bring up Nigel right now to do a performance for us. So everybody, come on, slap them things together, put them hands together for Nigel D. Robinson.
You're too kind. Thank you so much. Simon, can I grab that? I can grab the stick. I didn't want to say it to you like I want to make you do it. Praise the Lord, saints. It's good to be in the building today. It's good to be seen. It's good to be in Baltimore. I really love this place, and I forgot how much I loved it until I got in a taxi and was coming down Calvert Street, and I was like, wow, we did this many a day. So thank you all so much for having me back. Thank you, Stevie. Thank you, Kim, Matt, in spirit. And everybody else here. Let me get this set up. Oh, y'all, I appreciate it. I'll make that work. So yeah, the show is a holiday show, like a Motown review. Kim, Matt, and I have put this kind of show up twice at Arkansas Rep, and we wanted to come to Baltimore and offer like a holiday fun show with some heart in it. And this show will feature a lot of like Motown classic Christmas songs, and then some original songs that are in another piece that I'll talk about later. But this song is from that other piece, some original stuff. Imagine that Santa Claus is singing like Stevie Wonder. Lately it don't feel like Christmas much at all. Fireplaces all are vacant, no snow is falling, everybody's feet are dragging, the elves are lagging behind, we're in a bind. Lately I don't get the spirit this time should bring, I don't see the decorations, no bells are ringing, it used to be my favorite. Now the reason is lost, and we pay the cost. Maybe one day soon we'll all go back to when it was simple, before we drifted far apart. So my only wish this Christmas day is that we meet each other heart to heart. Lately it don't feel like Christmas anymore. People fighting over presents. In a store they'll go and spend $1 million and never offer to feed one in need. Something took a hold of Christmas and won't let go, telling us that we can buy love and never show it. When did we become so sour and lose the power of love? Can we make it like it was? I pray one day soon we'll all go back to when it was simple, before we drifted far apart. So my only wish this Christmas Day is that we meet each other heart to heart. I believe in magic still. I believe that people will return to that loving place and put a smile back on their face. I believe in Christmas time. I believe in joy divine and peace spreading over the world. I pray one day soon we'll all go back to when it was simple, before we drifted far apart. So my only wish this Christmas Day is that we meet each other heart to heart, heart to heart, heart to heart. Thank you so much.
Oh my gosh, that was so beautiful, right, y'all? Nigel, Exodus was an amazing experience. I was seeing y'all play all those instruments. I was like, I need to pick up an instrument. Triangle, kazoo, or something. I gotta try something. I think something that really stood out for me when I watched the show was just the blend of memory and the commitment to telling so many different stories about the transatlantic slave trade and how everything was kind of mixing culturally during that time for different people. How do you mix your innovative creations with the words they put in here? Your nostalgia and innovation in your work.
Mixing, well, the show is a hip hop show, and hip hop is based in sampling. It's based in taking something that already existed and how do we flip this and listen to it in a different way. And I think that's really in the DNA of Mexodus. So like, hip hop was created by black and brown people. So now there's a black and brown people on stage using this art form that we created together in the Bronx, and taking something historical and trying to put it in a modern context and trying to tell a modern audience. So like, and it is not just me and Brian. Like, we have an amazing team. Like, Misha Fixel is like one of the best sound designers in the country, and he was like helping us incorporate like when we played that guitar song and we like had shovels, like that kind of incorporation, that kind of innovation isn't just from me and Brian. And David is amazing with it too. But yeah, like it's in the DNA of the show that we try to innovate and flip things on their head to make it relevant today.
Well, having that show with all these hip hop influences is, now that you have finished that, do you feel like that inspired you to now create this new show with all these Motown influences? How did you go from hip hop to Motown?
The long answer, but not too long.
I'm here.
I lived in New York from like 2016 to 2022, and I started realizing in New York that people think they know who you are. They'll tell you who they think you are. Like, I went to an audition, and Eric Woodall, who's a great person, was like, Nigel, no, play the piano, because I had a guitar, and he was like, no, I want you to do that thing. And I'm like, oh, you think you know me? You think you know what I can do? So I left so I can go tell other people what I think I am, and I can come back to New York and be like, this is who I am now. So I love hip-hop. Hip-hop's my first love. I've been writing rap since I was an 8-year-old boy, but I don't want to be pigeonholed into just writing rap. Like, don't assume that that's the only thing that me and Brian could do. We can do many more things. Brian's got a cumbia musical. Brian's got a lot of other stuff. We have this Motown show. I have a Romeo and Juliet. Like, there are things going on. So, like, I refuse to be pigeonholed. And Motown music has always been a part of my life. My uncle, who I love very dearly, he'd be really drunk on the back porch and force me to like listen to Earth, Wind, and Fire, Stevie Wonder, and all these songs. And you need to know this. And I'm like, okay. So it got ingrained in me. So like it comes out. So like this is music that I'm comfortable with, music that I love. So I love to write it.
Correct. I was real little with the. I don't know why my dad got me this, but I was obsessed with it. It was the 50th anniversary Motown CD, and I would play it over and over
Wear
and
it
over
out.
again.
Yes.
Wear it out. So this is your second production here in Baltimore Center Stage. What makes this show feel especially Baltimore for you?
Well, what's going to make it very Baltimore is that we want local talent. We want like local crazy singers, crazy performers. Like we're going to do some auditions over the summer. Like we want to bring out like what's beautiful about Baltimore, because the show, like you can kind of fit it anywhere. Like we put it in Arkansas and we base it around the talent there. So like we want to bring it here and base it around the talent here and create something with these folks. So like that's why I think it's going to be really good. And then we love Motown music in the South. Is this the South? Okay, I just got to make sure. I'm a North Carolinian, and I'm like, I know that's the South, but I'm like, it's Maryland.
Uh-oh.
But no,
my best friend in Atlanta is like just shook in her boots just now.
But no, we love Motown music, and so yeah, what's going to make it special about Baltimore is that we're going to base it around the people here.
Yeah.
And like make it a community show.
I think that's going to be so beautiful and so important to their community here. Motown being 100% Americana. Mm-hmm. It's going to be something for everyone. I think that's something that you mentioned, how there's going to be something for everybody in this show. What do you think is going to be like the vibe that people can expect when they come in to see this?
A party.
A party?
Let's just party. Let's have fun, you know.
I mean, it's going to be good music. I know over the different musicals that's happened over last season, they were just stuck in my head. Like I was begging for y'all's soundtrack after seeing the first show. So I know it's going to be stuck in my head and a lot of our heads too. I think I got one more question for you. Hold on. Okay, no, two more. What's your favorite moment or song in the show, that the one you cannot wait for audiences to hear?
Oh Holy Night.
Oh,
we have like a holy section of the show. Like we try and go through, you know, we hide the holy section. Like for real, that's what me and Kim had call it.
Praise him.
But like when we get to like the stories about the nativity and songs about the nativity and stuff like that. But Oh Holy Night just brings the house down. And in Arkansas last year, we were playing. We were like, we'll be all right. We'll be okay. No one's going to get any spirit, and it swept us. Can't sing, can't play. I can't see the piano. My eyes are watering. So like, I can't wait for that moment, for y'all to hear that moment in the show.
Oh, okay. Well, speaking of emotions, what do you feel like is a Christmas memory that is going to make it into this Motown review?
A Christmas memory. Can I answer it in a different way? I think it's important that, especially in that time of year, we realize the privilege that we have to like be in spaces like this and pay to go see a show and be entertained. And we have to think about the people out there who don't get to do that, and the people whose families aren't there, and the people who are going through something that time of year. So like I think it's really important that we come into this show understanding that we are lucky. And that we should treat it as such. This is a lucky thing. We're very blessed and very privileged. So to keep that in mind and like appreciate it more, because it could all just go away. And for some people, it's just not there at all. So like that's what I want people to leave out of there with, an appreciation for like life and for the holiday season and what it all means.
Y'all, ain't that beautiful? Everybody say, oh. All right, so thank you so much, Nigel. And we're going to bring back up Stevie. Thank you, Nigel. Stevie, you coming? Okay. I'm going to tap dance. Okay, no, I don't got to. Okay, yes.
Did Nigel talk about the fact that he wrote that song?
Oh, no, I guess so. I think it was implied. He's talented.
It's so incredible. So some of the music that you'll hear from during the review will be teasers for an original musical that's coming next December called Charms that that he is the composer and creative brain behind, and that song is from that musical Charms. I just love his voice.
Yeah. No. Yes, it's beautiful.
Yeah. We're talking about what's coming up next.
Oh man, can I sing like the song to intro?
Go ahead, do it.
Digging up them holes, digging up them holes. Stevie, please stop me.
I will encourage. Next up is a story that captured the imagination of millions. It was adapted from the novel by Louis Sachar, one of my favorite childhood novelists, and it later turned into the 2003 film that features Shia LaBeouf, Sigourney Weaver, and Eartha Kitt. Mm-hmm. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
Madame Zeroni. Yeah.
Full of mystery and humor and heart, we're thrilled to bring Holes to our main stage April 16th through May 10th. And
really quickly, the director Johanna is here. Johanna, can we get like a hello? Hey, there you are. Hi. It's good to see you, girl.
So we learned with Tequila and the Bee that when we put young people on stage and we give them the full power of our theater, that they surprise us, and also that the community shows up so powerfully. And to talk about our partnership and how we're going to deepen that partnership with Holes, I want to invite, Lena, you made it in. It's so good to see you. I want to invite up our artistic associate, Hope Henson. Hope, where you at?
Hope,
come on up here and talk about
a little commotion for the dress. I think this one.
Good morning, everyone. I'm so excited to be here with you all. I'm so excited that we are in the process of producing Holes for next season. And this production is going to be another opportunity for us to deepen and expand our connection and commitment to our friends just down the street at Baltimore School for the Arts. We have had the immense pleasure of working with the 17 freshmen and 2 sophomores who graced our stage for Aquila and the Bee just this past season. And we're excited for what that partnership could look like in the future and the different shapes and forms that it can take as we continue to honor the wonderful and incredible creativity and powerful artistic power of the youth of this city. And it is my honor and pleasure to introduce you all to Will Dombrowski and Darnell Williams from Baltimore School for the Arts, who will be reading you an excerpt from Holes.
Are y'all ready? Check. Hello? Can you hear him? Yes? Okay, thank you, Simon. I'll be reading the stage directions. They crawl back behind the boat. It is lowered back down as they walk around from behind it.
Look at that mountain, way out there. Does that look like anything to you?
As Zero gazes off in the distance, his hand forms into the thumbs up sign.
God's dumb?
Who knows? And even if that really is it, that was like 90 years ago. Even if there was food and water there, it might not be there anymore.
If you spend your life living in holes, the only way to go is up.
Zero gives Stanley the thumbs up sign. Stanley ponders a moment, then gives Zero thumbs up in return.
I'll go get us some empty sploosh jars when we find water.
Zero disappears behind the boat.
Get the shovel, too.
I told you, I'm not digging another hole.
Stanley takes the stack of jars from Zero. They set off and are about to exit when suddenly, Zero lets out an anguished cry as he grabs his stomach and buckles over. Stanley watches helplessly.
You okay?
Still in pain, Zero manages to get himself together. Straining.
Give me some words.
It takes Stanley a moment to figure out what that means.
R-U-N.
Run.
F-U-N.
Fun.
They start their long journey. Time passes. They've been walking for hours.
Does it look like we're getting any closer?
Sure.
I don't know. It looks the same to me. It's like we're chasing the moon.
No, we're closer. What do you think we'll find up there?
Oh, I don't know. A frosty freeze.
I want a hot fudge sundae.
Stanley smiles.
My mom used to take me there for ice cream whenever she had extra money, which wasn't often. We would go and get a banana split with hot fudge on top. She would buy one, and we would split it. She said that was why it was called a banana split.
They keep walking.
We weren't always homeless. I remember we lived a lot of different places, and then we didn't live anywhere.
That must have been hard.
She couldn't always take me with her. She said that I had to be brave because she was trying to make a better life for us. And then one day, she didn't come back. I waited for her at Langley Park.
Laney Park? I've been there.
You know the playscape? I slept in the tunnel by the swinging bridge.
Stanley nods in recognition.
So, what happened to her?
I don't know. That's the hardest part. There's no way to find out. If I had $1 million, I would hire a team of private investigators to find her, or at least tell me what happened to her.
Stanley nods.
Oh,
You alright?
just give me a second.
The anguish passes. Zero takes a long, deep breath.
Okay.
A backdrop is lowered, showing a mountain shaped like a fist with the thumb sticking up. Zero and Stanley, tired and thirsty, are on their last legs.
We're almost there.
Zero is too weak to respond. Stanley swats at a fly.
B-U-G-S.
Boogs? Bugs.
There weren't any bugs back at the camp. That must mean there's water here someplace, right?
Zero smiles. He gives Stanley thumbs up, then collapses.
Come on, Hector, we're getting close now.
I gotta tell you something.
Come on, you can tell me as we walk.
Just listen.
Okay, I'm listening.
It's my fault.
It's not your fault.
I took the shoes.
What shoes?
Zero's eyes close. He might be dead.
Clyde Livingston's shoes?
He tries to stir Zero, but gets no response.
Come on, Hector, you can't quit on me now. I've already ordered your hot fudge sundae.
Finally, Stanley lifts him up over his shoulder. He carries him to God's thumb. Totally exhausted.
We're almost there, Hector. We're really almost...
Slips and falls, dropping Zero.
Did we come this far just to die in the mud? Mud? That means there's gotta be water, right?
He crawls and finds a puddle. He scoops out some water with his hands and brings it to his face. Then he brings some to Zero and drops it on his mouth. Zero moans, then his tongue licks his lips.
Water, Hector, there's water here. I just gotta make the hole deeper.
He digs with his hands and pulls out a round object.
And onion?
He bites into it and reacts to the strong taste. He takes another bite, then brings it to Zero.
Here, eat this.
What is it?
Hot fudge sundae.
Zero bites into it, then lays back down. Stanley sings mainly to himself as lights slowly fade to black.
If only the woodpecker sighs, the bark on the tree was a little bit softer, while the wolf waits below, hungry and lonely. He cries to the moon, if only.
Lights up. Zero is sitting up. Stanley picks an onion.
How you doing?
A little better.
Here, have another onion.
He tosses Zero an onion.
How many do you think we've eaten?
I don't know. I'll say at least 20 onions a day. We've been here 3 days. 120 between us.
120 onions. Boy, we must really stink.
That first night, what was that song you sang?
Oh, it's just sort of like my family song.
My mom used to sing it to me.
Really? I never thought anyone else knew it.
Well, maybe it was different. It's been a long time. Not too much singing at the homeless shelter. That's where I got the shoes.
Clyde Livingston's shoes?
I didn't know they were his. People would donate their old clothes and stuff at the shelter. So when I saw these old sneakers in a glass case, I just took them. But the next thing I know, the whole place is going crazy. It was kind of funny. Everyone's running around. The shoes are gone. Where are the shoes? And there I am, right in the middle of everyone, just wearing them. I walked right out the door. Then as soon as I got outside, I ran around the block, took off the shoes, and put them on top of a parked car.
I was walking under a freeway overpass when they fell on me. They must have fallen off the car, and...
Strange. I should have just kept them. I'd already made it out to shelter and everything. I ended up getting busted the next day when I tried to walk out to the mall with a new pair of sneakers. If I had just kept Clyde Livingston's old smelly shoes, neither of us would be here right now.
Do you believe in destiny?
Zero stares at him, unsure.
When the shoes dropped on me, I thought it was just my no-good, dirty, rotten, pig-stealing great-great-grandfather. But now, sitting up here on God's thumb, I don't know. You want to dig one more hole?
Give it up for them one more time.
I'm not staying up here long, but I just wanted to take this little bit of a commercial break. I hope you have been enjoying the performances so far. The next season is going to be a lot more of all of that, this goodness that we got right here. And if you want to be one of the first 20 to sign up, you're going to get a mug. One that I tried to steal. So if you don't get it, I'm going to get it one way or the other. And right now, for a full season's subscription, I believe it is $180. So that's like 18 times. $10? Oh, like $10?
It's like 50 cents a day for the whole year.
Yeah.
It's better than Netflix. You can't beat that.
Yeah. So if you got $10 today, think about like 18 days from now. You're going to have all of it. All right. I'm out of y'all face now.
So just as a recap, we're starting with Peculiar Patriot, that comedy, that one-woman show, and then that holiday musical with Nigel at the keys. Imagine that music with the full band, and then this heartwarming play Holes that puts young people center stage. But this next show, I'm so honored to be able to bring this incredible writer to Baltimore. We already know who she is. We love her. We love her work. If you watch The Chi, which you should be watching, should be streaming that. It's so good. It's going down on that show right now. The Chi, if you remember that beloved film Queen and Slim, Master of None, she is the creative genius and force and mind behind Hillman Grad, and she's a dear, dear, dear friend of mine, and it's such an honor to have this mogul in the building today. Put your hands together for the one and only Lena Waithe.
Hey everybody, what's up? Good morning. What's up, Stevie?
I'm just excited because Lena, I've been a fan of your work for so long. You're a writer that I feel myself so reflected when I see your work, and I feel the joy and the sincerity and the authenticity of your voice. You have created TV shows and events on TV that have kind of expanded what's possible. And so I'm really grateful to you for entrusting me to be the story doula and the director for the world premiere of her first play ever, y'all. It's called Trinity.
Because you named it. You gave it its title.
Did I do that?
Yeah, you did.
So Lena, I've got a little bit of I'm going to give a brief synopsis of what Trinity is, but you're going to talk about it way better than I can. It's a fierce, funny, and fearless play about womanhood, identity, and imagination. If you love rom-coms from that golden age of the 90s, I think it's like somewhere like you take all the scenes from like When Harry Met Sally, Love Jones, Brown Sugar, Poetic Justice. Skip all the exposition and cut right to the meat of those scenes, the relationship dynamics, and somehow blend it up with Jean Paul Sartre's No Exit, the existentialist drama. So it's like a rom-com and an existentialist drama at the same time. It is genre bending. It is completely defying what I've ever seen happen in the theater. Where did you get this brilliant idea for Trinity, and what is it that you're wanting to say with this work?
Well, it's interesting because I know you said like womanhood. I think that's just because it's 3 women in the first iteration of it, but it's really, I think, about personhood. I kind of wanted to not necessarily even focus on gender or race or even sexual orientation, but rather about the matters of the human heart. And I think, what I wanted to do was to explore these what ifs that we sometimes think about and talk about in our lives, about what if things had gone this way, or what if I had, been with this person, or what if I had stayed with this person, things would be different. And I think what I wanted to do was explore those what ifs because they're not real, but they can feel really real in our minds if we allow it to be.
I've never felt so challenged by a piece of art that makes me think about the power of love and the sacrifice and the joy of it. I feel like I relive every single love that I've ever experienced every time I read your play. And I really can't wait for people to experience it. And it's landing right around Valentine's Day. It's good programming.
Yeah.
So make sure you come to see the show. Lena, can I ask you, you could have taken this play anywhere in the world. I mean, you really are a mogul. You're such a creative master. And so, why Baltimore? What made you bring it to Baltimore?
Well, because you're here, and but also I think we workshopped the play first here. Then we did some more workshopping in New York City. But I think this theater feels very much like home. It feels like family, and it feels like a safe space. And I think this is really where I want to bring this kind of work. And I think that people in Baltimore should get this work first. And it should feel like a place where we come, all types of artists, to share our stories and to grow as artists.
Oh, I appreciate that so much. It's beautiful. You are on hallowed creative ground. Lynn Nottage's play, the title is escaping me. Intimate Apparel. Thank you so much. Intimate Apparel got its world premiere here at Baltimore Center Stage. August Wilson, some of the second productions of his early plays were here at Baltimore Center Stage. Jordan E. Cooper, our brother and friend, just gave us the world premiere of Mexodus. So this is a home for writers to really work out their what the message of what they're trying to say and to really craft it. And I think one reason why I love this theater so much is we don't have a stuffy audience. When you look in when you come to a Baltimore audience, they talk back to the stage. If the play is good, they will tell you. If the play is bad, they will fall asleep. And thankfully that's not happening at all this season. I know it won't happen at all with this incredible play. What is the thing that you're most excited about when it comes to sharing this work with the city?
I think, just to get a sense of what we have. I think you don't really know what you have until you put it in front of an audience. And we had a reading, obviously in New York, but I think getting in front of the Baltimore people, the community, hearing from them during, after, I think will be really important. And also it'll be my first time on stage as well, being in the play, and I've done some acting in film and in television, but the stage is a place for me to really start at the bottom of a mountain and find my way to the peak.
Wow. Your presence in that reading is just so powerful. Your gravitas and also your comic timing it's kind of wild. You've taught me so much about love through this work. I'm a student of this play. Can you say something to everyone watching and everyone here about what love means to you and what it is that you're exploring through this conversation?
Well, I think what I'm exploring is how excruciating it can be. But how freeing it can be as well.
Yeah.
And I think that is the process that myself, you, Avon, Charlique is on the journey with us as well, and with the actors we've been blessed to work with, during both workshops, different sets of women. But I think that's what I've been learning, is that love is actually hard, and it's a challenge that you have to rise to again and again and again and again.
Since you brought them up, the first reading that we did in New York was with Sanaa Lathan and Kara Young and Lena Waithe. And I'm sitting in the rehearsal room like with these three titans. And I'm like, let's start on page 1. You know, it's just like watching these powerful, powerful women, you know, embody this incredible text. It's just been, it was such a gift. And I really can't wait for you all to see Trinity, the world premiere here at Baltimore Center Stage. Give it up one more time for Lena Waithe.
Love you. Bye, everybody.
Right. So there's a little bit of something for everyone this year. Final show of the season. Nick, are you coming back up here? You just have such a beautiful light. I love making space for you to shine your light. The final show this season is one of the most powerful things I've ever seen anywhere in a theater ever. When I saw the world premiere of it in New York City, I think 2 years ago, it was a co-production with National Black Theater, which I love, and Ars Nova. The play has only been produced once. I saw it once, and then I tried to go back 4 more times, and I could not get a ticket. People were wrapped around the building. It's called Pray. It's by Nikki Douglas, and with original music by Star Busby. I don't even really know how to talk about this play. It's such a powerful, powerful, joyful experience. But I had the blessing, the privilege of sitting next to our artistic associate, Erin Margaret Pettigrew, who was there when it world premiered. And Erin, can you come up actually and talk a little bit about what is Pray? What is that play?
What is Pray? What is that play? I'm so excited. I'm actually right there with you. I don't even know the words. I kind of want to stand up because it is an embodiment of all the things, of all the spirit, of all the divine femininity. If you have an auntie, if you have a sister, if you have a mom, which I know you do, this is a play for you. This is a play for us all. I mean, like, when I tell you I was not ashamed. I was standing up. I was clapping. I was crying. I was laughing. And then I was looking all around me at all of the women around me that looked like me, that didn't look like me, who were clapping, who were crying, who were standing, who were lifting their hands up. It was one of the first times where I stood in a theater, not feeling like I was in a theater, but feeling like I was transcended into a different space and a place. And that's what art does, right? It touches us. It lifts us. It is a spiritual movement. It is a truth. It is an embodiment. Let me tell you, this play, I remember, and thank you, because I wouldn't have seen it if it wasn't for you. And I remember afterward being like, wow, who's going to do this play next? And look at us now.
It's so special to be the second place ever outside of its world premiere in New York to offer this play. So the experience of it, I remember there were I believe 15 women aged from like 21 to like 70 something.
Yes.
And it's set in a church. It's set in a church, and it's about indigenous West African, I believe, religious traditions.
Culture, yeah.
Up against the African American religious traditions. And you get to see a song and dance and ritual and poetry, and it, like you said, it's centering the feminine divine. And I remember sitting there and just similar to you, just like there were moments where I found myself standing up because the play is immersive. It really invites you to engage with the music and the dance of it. And then when we walked out of the theater, I don't think we spoke for like 15 whole minutes. We were so I was vibrating because I was so struck by the power of it and the joy of it. And in this moment, in this time, we need spaces and places to have joy and to have ritual and to be healed. And from the beginning of the season with Lisa Jessie Peterson's Peculiar Patriot, which this woman is, if she is just like, I don't know, a comedian, but also a prophetess of joy and power, opening the season with her and then closing the season with Pray. I think people are going to feel so blessed to be in this building this year. And so I just can't wait. I can't wait for everyone to experience each and every play this season.
Absolutely.
I think that's my time.
I know I'm creeping up on you. I was listening very intently. I think for my Beyonce fans, I think it's probably like if you listen to Church Girls for an hour and a half over and over again. I think that's what it is. Oh, y'all ain't here listening to Renaissance? You should go listen to that. So thank you so much, Stevie. Thank you for that. I think that really concludes our season announcement. How y'all feel? Y'all excited? I'm excited. I'm gonna give out comp tickets on the low. If you want comp tickets, talk to me. Maybe not. I don't know. Thank you all for spending the morning with us. I hope you got some good food. I hope you felt fed from the performances as well as the atmosphere. Please come forward to the stage for a photo. Y'all want to take a picture? And last but not least, actually, before we even get to the photos and the pictures and everything, I'm looking at the wrong page. That's what's going on, y'all. I know we got gifts. Y'all got bags. We got swag bags. Y'all, those exist, and I think they're happening somewhere else. So y'all gonna get gifts.
And along with those gifts, we have 2 free events that are happening this month that I would love for everyone to come and experience. On May 3rd, we are hosting our very first Legislative Forum Theater Festival. Say that 5 times. We've crafted a powerful theater performance about housing insecurity, homelessness, and abandoned lots, and how that is affecting the city of Baltimore. It is a powerful, creative expression and participatory practice where elected officials will be in our building watching local artists perform about this issue that affects all of us on some level.
And then on May 10th, we have our Youth Playwrights Festival. Right. We have all the young ones creating and producing their own work. Well, they're not we doing it, but they made it.
The thing that I love about YPF, the Young Playwrights Festival, I love saying this because it's something we can boast about. We've been doing it for 40 years. This year we're celebrating the 40th anniversary of this free education program that we take into schools all across the city. And it is the oldest young playwriting festival of its kind in the nation. And in Baltimore is its home. And so we will be having a festival activities. It's free for kids. It's Mother's Day weekend, so it's a free Mother's Day gift where you can bring your grandma, bring your auntie, bring your whole family down, and then get to experience 6 plays by young playwrights. I believe the youngest playwright is 8 years old. The oldest playwright is 18, and it's completely free. May 3rd, the Forum Festival. May 10th, the Young Playwrights Festival. I want to see you at both of those.
Okay, and so you'll be getting your swag bags, and we have one last final announcement. So don't forget your swag bag when you get up and grab them. And one of you is going to win a deluxe adventure pass for this year's gala on Saturday, June 7th. Your pass includes a ticket to participate in the Night of Adventures and the gala performance featuring Nigel Robinson and Tony and Grammy Award-winning songstress Heather Headley. Yeah, oh yeah, I love her. I'm gonna get a bag. just kidding. But yes, thank you everybody. Thank you so much. Give it up for yourselves. And go get you a bag. We did it.
All right, y'all, give it up for Stevie Walker-Webb and our hostess with the mostest, our TikTok ambassador, Mecca Verdell. I'm just going to ask any press, if there's any press, please hold. Just hang out over here up against the quote wall in the back. And we're going to have press and interviews for all of the creatives that are here. To everybody else, just want to say thank you so much for joining us this morning. And we'll see you back at the theater. Have a good one.